Good evening, madam. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. You can start now.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Yeah, students. In the second paper, we have discussed around the 16 questions of the first year portions. Now let us move on to the second concept, that is second few concepts from 17th question. Look at the problem. The problem is like this. I hope you are getting the full screen up. Electrostatic potential on the surface of the sphere. There is a sphere. Now the charged particle is there on the surface. On the surface, the potential is found to be 100 volt. That is given here. Now, what is the first statement? At any point inside the electric field intensity is 0? Yes, no. Inside the conductor, electric field is 0. So statement 1 is true. At any point inside the sphere, electric potential is 100 volt. Yes, this is also true because you know that the potential is constant and same as on the surface and same as on the surface. So 100 volt is the potential on the surface. So inside also it is 100 volt. So even the second statement is also true. So both S1 and S2 are going to be true. So where is that? Definitely it is there in the option 3. S1 is true, S2 is also true. And S2 is the cause of S1. Yes, because you know that electric field is nothing but the potential gradient, dV by dx. If potential is constant, then the derivative of constant is 0. So if potential is constant, then the electric field value will be 0. So option 3 will be the right answer. Okay, students, let us take up the next question. Okay. Then Lakshmi, can you see the full screen, Nopa?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Look at this question. Two unknown resistance X and Y are connected to the left gap and the right gap of a meter bridge. and the balancing point is obtained at 80 centimeter from the left. So in the meter bridge, you know that the left gap resistance is X, right gap resistance is Y. The balancing length is found to be 80 centimeter. So what is the remaining length? 20 centimeter. Now 10 ohm resistance is connected in parallel to X now. For X, one more resistor 10 is connected in parallel. And Y resistance is as it is. Now the balancing length is found to be 50 centimeter. So the remaining length is also 50 centimeter, right? Yeah. What's the balancing condition here? X by Y should be equal to 80 by 20. This is 4 times. So what is X by Y? 4. This is one condition. Come to this. How this 10 and X are connected up? Parallel. So what is the effective resistance? 10 into X divided by 10 plus X. This whole thing divided by Y is equal to 50 by 50, no? 50 by 50 is how much? 1. So cross multiply. So 10x divided by 10 plus x is equal to 1. So on cross multiplication, okay, whole thing divided by y. On cross multiplication, you will get 10x divided by 10 plus x is equal to y. Now, 10x, or do one thing. I will keep only 10 as it is divided by 10 plus x. I will take y by x. I will shift this x to the denominator. X by y is 4. What is y by x upper then, Lakshmi? 1 by 4, no? So cross multiply. X is equal to what? 30. So if x is equal to 30, you can't calculate y. So y will be equal to x by 4. 30 by 4, how much? 7.5. So what are the two resistances? 30 ohm and 7.5 ohm. So which is the right option? Option 2 is the right answer. Yeah. A current of 3 ampere flows in the circuit. What is the potential difference between A and B? Now, how much of current is flowing here? 3 ampere. Now here total resistance is 4 ohm and 6 ohm, 10 ohm. Here 3 and 2, 5. So this effective resistance is 5 ohm. This effective resistance is 10 ohm. Now the ratio of the resistance is 2:1. So this 3 ampere current has to divide in what ratio? You know that I is equal to V by R, no? So how current and resistance are related? Inversely proportional. If the resistance is in the ratio 10:5, that is 2:1, current ratio should be what ratio? 1:2. So here the current is flowing with 1 ampere. Here the current is flowing with 2 ampere. So what is the potential drop across 4 ohm? Potential drop across 4 ohm is V is equal to IR, no? So 4 into 1, that is 4 volt. What is the potential difference across 3 ohm? Potential difference across 3 ohm is 3 into 2, that is 6 volt. But they're asking you to find what is the potential difference between VA and VB, that is 6 minus 4, that is 2 volt. So what is the potential difference? 2 volt. So you have to do in the shortcut way actually. This total resistance is 10 ohm. Idu total resistance 5 ohm. 10 and 5 are in what ratio? 2:1 ratio. Resistance 2:1 ratio dalli idre current yav ratio dalli irbeku? 1:2 ratio alvapa? Current ko resistance ko inversely proportional alva? So resistance to 2:1 ratio dalli idre current to 1:2 ratio dalli irutte. So you can find what is the potential difference across 4 ohm. and you can find what is the potential difference across 3 ohm. So definitely if you take the potential difference, it is found to be 2 ohm. Yeah. The current in the conductor is varies as a function, that is 3t plus 4t square. 3t plus 4t square. Now they are asking you to find what is the electric charge. What is the electric charge between the time 1 to 3 seconds. By the basic definition, you know that I is equal to dq by dt. So how to calculate q then? Integration of I into dt. What are the limits? Limits is from 1 second to 3 seconds. So q equals to integral of 3t plus 4t squared from 1 to 3. So q value will be equal to 3 into t squared by 2 plus 4t cube by 3. So q equals to, what is the limit? 1 to 3. Yeah. Now 3 into t value will be how much? First upper limit to 3 squared by 2 plus 4 into 3 cube by 3 plus, sorry, minus lower limit 3 by 2 into 1 squared plus 4 by 3 into 1 cube. So q equals to 3 squared 9, 9 3 is 27 by 2. 1 3 1 3 will get cancelled out. 3 squared 9, 9 4s are 36. 3 by 2 minus 4 by 3. Now you have to simplify after taking the LCM here. What will be the LCM? 3 2s are 6 will be the LCM. So this will become 54 plus this will be how much? 36 into 6, right? What is 36 into 6? 6 6 are 36. 3 carry. 3 carry. 6 3 is 18 plus 3 21 minus 9 minus 8. Yeah, you simplify this. Q value will be equal to how much? How much? 216 plus 54. Minus 9 minus 8. How much will get? It is approximately 253 divided by 6. 253 divided by 6. So options is not matching. So somewhere we did mistake. Please cross check it. Any mistake somewhere I did? Integration I did properly, right? Yeah. Approximately we are getting a 253 by 6, but no answer is matching here. So you can keep this as it is, 253 by 6. This is the right option. I hope I not did any mistakes. Correct, no, Dhanlakshmi?
The screen is freezed, sir.
Isn't it? You can't see anything?
Sir, we can see, but still in question number 17, sir. We are not seeing any of your workouts.
You have to tell no.
Sir, I was thinking that my mobile is in problem, so I logged out again and came again and saw, sir.
Oh, okay, okay. Now?
Yes, sir, now visible.
Okay. This is done, I think, right? 17th
Yes,
one.
sir. 18th question, sir. From
Yeah,
18th.
yeah. Look at the 18th question now. How many resistance is given actually? Two unknown resistance X and Y, isn't it? One is connected to the left gap and the second one is connected to the right gap. Balancing length is found to be 80 centimeter from the left. Now 10 ohm resistance is connected parallel to X. X is connected with the 10 ohm parallel. Another resistance Y is there. Now the balancing length is shifted to 50. Now look at the balancing condition of the Wheatstone network. X by Y should be equal to 80 by 20. X by Y is equal to 80 by 20, that is 4. Similarly, what is the balancing condition for this? 10x by 10 plus x by y is equal to 50 by 50. What is 50 by 50, Appa? 1. You can do the cross multiplication here. 10x divided by 10 plus x is equal to y. You can shift this x to this side. So 10 divided by 10 plus x is equal to y by x. So 10 divided by 10 plus x is equal to, what is y by x? X by y is 4. What is y by x? 1 by 4. So on cross multiplication, what you're going to get? 10 plus x is equal to 40. So if you shift 10 that side, it will become 40 minus 10, that is x is equal to 30. So what is y? Y is x by 4. X is 30, 30 by 4, that is 7.5. So answer should be option B, 30 ohm, comma 7.5. Yeah, look at this. Actually, there is a flow of current 3 ampere in this circuit. In the upper circuit, that is 4 ohm is there and 6 ohm is there. In the lower part, 3 ohm is there, 2 ohm is there. What is the total resistance in the upper part? 10 ohm. What is the resistance in the lower part? 5 ohm. Now, when you pass the current 3 ampere here, now you know that resistance ratio are like 10 is to 5, 10 and 5. If resistance is 10 is to 5 or 2 is to 1, can you tell what will be the current ratio? Current and resistance are inversely proportional, so ratio should be 1 is to 2. So this 3 ampere has to divide like 1 ampere and 2 ampere, 1 is to 2 ratio format. Then what is the potential across 4 ohm? I into R. So 4 into 1, 4 volt. Similarly, what is the potential across 3 ohm? 3 into 2, that is 6 volt. So what is the potential difference between A and B? This is A, this is B. So potential difference between A and B is 6 minus 4, that is 2 volt. So option 3 is the right answer. Got it done, Lakshmi, now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the problem. The current equation is given as 3t plus 4t squared. 3t plus 4t squared, where current is in ampere and t is in second. What is the electric charge flowing through the section through the conductor 1 second to 3 seconds? Current is given by the formula 3t plus 4t squared. That is the given equation. By the definition, current is dq by dt, or you can write q is nothing but the integral of I into dt. So limit is given from 1 to 3. Current is 3t plus 4t square. What is the integration of t power 1? T squared by 2. So t value will be plus 4t squared. What is the integration of t squared? T cube by 3. So 3 into t squared is 3 squared by 2 plus 3 cube by 3 minus lower limit. 3 squared 9. 9 into 3 will be 27 by 2 plus 3 cube 9. 27. 27 by 3 will be 9. 9 into 4 will be 36 minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 to plus will be minus 4 by 3. I have taken the LCM as 6. So this is 2 3s are 2 3s are. So 3 into 27 is how much? How much? 81. 36 into 6 will be 216. 2 3s are, so 3 3s are 9. Then 3 2s are, 4 2s are 8. So you are going to get 280 by 6. What is 280 by 6? 140 by 3. 2 3s are, 2 140s are. So 140 by 3. Yeah. Option 3 is the right answer. Option 3 is the right answer. Yeah. Look at this. Capacitor is given, that is 4 microfarad. The internal resistance of the battery is there, that is 0.5 ohm. Internal resistance. What is the amount of charge on the capacitor? On this, what is the charge? Students, you know that capacitor will block DC. So current flowing through this capacitor is 0. Current flowing through this capacitor is 0. So how do you define the current in the circuit? Total EMF by total resistance. What is total EMF? 2.5 volt. What is the total resistance? 2 ohm and 0.5 ohm. 2 ohm plus 0.5 ohm. Don't consider this 10 ohm because this will block the DC. So this is 2.5 by 2.5, that is 1 ampere. Now they are asking you to find what? Potential difference across the capacitor. First, let me calculate what is the potential difference. The potential difference across that 4 microfarad should be, total potential is 2.5. In that internal opposition is there, how much? 0.5. Current is there. So V is equal to I minus IR. This is the relation. Terminal PD will be equal to 2.5 minus 1 into 0.5. So V is equal to 2.5 minus 0.5, that is 2 volt. So this is the potential across the circuit. Now how to find the charge? Q is equal to CV. So capacitance is 4 microfarad. Potential is 2. So it will be 8 microcoulomb. So what is the charge of the capacitor? 8 microcoulomb, option 4. 8 microcoulomb. Yeah. Now there is two long straight wires connected in the form of cross-sectional like arc. What is the magnetic field at the center? Since this is the first conductor which is passing to the same point, magnetic field will be zero. For the second conductor also the magnetic field will be zero. So the magnetic field will exist because of this arc. You know that for arc, magnetic field is given by the formula mu naught by 4 pi into I into alpha divided by the radius. So mu naught by 4 pi, what is current? Current can be taken as I. Alpha angle is given as pi by 3. Radius is A. Radius is A. So you can cancel with pi and pi. So it will be mu naught I divided by 4 into 3. 12 times of A. Mu naught I divided by 12 times of A. So option 2 is the right answer. Now, there is a cell of negligible internal resistance of tangent galvanometer. Yeah, students, tangent galvanometer will not come into NCERT syllabus, but in the NCERT we have studied moving coil galvanometer. In moving coil galvanometer, you have studied I is proportional to what? Theta. But in the case of a tangent galvanometer, I is directly proportional to tan theta. This is the difference. TG, tangent galvanometer, I is proportional to tan theta. Moving coil galvanometer, I is proportional to theta. So in the case of a tangent galvanometer, I is directly proportional to tan theta. So I1 by I2 is equal to tan theta 1 by tan theta 2. So first angle is how much? Tan 30. By second angle you have to find. First current, let it be I1. Second current, they are using 3 such cells, not single cell. If they are using 3 such cells, current will be increased by 3 times. So 1 by 3, tan 30 is 1 by root 3 by tan theta 2. Cross multiply, tan theta 2 will be 3 by root 3, or you can take tan theta 2 equals to root 3. This implies theta 2 equals to 60 degree. So option 1 is the right answer. Yeah. Look at this. Frequency of the electromagnetic wave in the free space is 2 megahertz. When it passes through a region of relative permeability epsilon r and mu r, what is the wavelength and frequency they are telling? You know that whenever it travels from one medium to another medium, frequency has to remain same. Frequency has to remain same. So definitely option 1 and 3 are ruled out. Either option 2 correct or option 4 is correct, because in both the options the frequency remains constant. Now whenever it passes through another medium, what happens to its wavelength? So you can find out what happens to the wavelength. You know that whenever the ray of light passes from air medium to another medium, its velocity will decreases. So in air medium only the velocity is more. You know that V is equal to F lambda. V is directly proportional to lambda. If you are coming from free space to some other medium, definitely wavelength has to decrease and wavelength will be more in air medium. Since it is coming to some other than air medium from free space, definitely the wavelength has to decrease. So decrease is there only in the option 4. So option 4 will be the right answer. Option 2 will become wrong now because wavelength can't increase. Because when it comes from free space to some other than air medium, definitely its velocity and wavelength has to decrease. So option 4 is the right answer. A tank is filled with what height? Real depth, how much? 12.5. Apparent depth is playing on the microscope, which is how much? 7.5. Now they are asking you to find the refractive index. Students, a basic question. Refractive index is defined as real depth by apparent depth. So 12.5 divided by 7.5. So it is almost 5 by 3. 2.55 is that, 2.53 is that. So 5 by 3. So option 2 is the right answer. Basic question. Refractive index is equal to real depth by apparent depth. Look at the next problem. A prism is made up of a glass of unknown refractive index. You have to find that. Parallel beam is incident on the prism at a minimum deviation 46 degree. Same prism is placed in water. A refractive index of water is given. This is for glass I'm talking. This is 4 by 3. Find out the new angle of minimum deviation d dash. Assume the angle of the prism is 60 degree. Yeah. Students, let me write like this. You know that refractive index of glass in air medium is given by sine of A plus D by 2, whole thing divided by sine of A by 2. So sine of A plus D by 2. What is A value? 60. D value is 40 by 2. Whole thing divided by sine of A by 2, that is 60 by 2. So Ng is sine 100 by 2, that is sine 50, divided by sine 60 by 2, that is sine 30. So refractive index of glass is sine 50 by sine 30. How to calculate sine 50? Yeah, here you have to remember the sine 50 value, or they have to give in the question itself. Sine 50 you have to take it as 4 by 5. Sine 50 is 4 by 5. 4 by 5. Sine 30 will be 1 by 2, so it becomes 8 by 5. Now, when it is immersed in water, it will become refractive index of glass to the refractive index of water, because surrounding is not air now, it is water. So it will be sine of A plus D by 2. A is how much? 60. Here you are getting minimum deviation different, D dash by 2. Sine of A by 2, that is 30. So Ng is 8 by 5. This is 4 by 3. Sine 60 by 2, or 60 plus D dash by 2. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. 4 ones are 4 twos are. 3 goes up. 6 by 5 equals to this 2 goes up into sine of 60 plus D dash by 2. Here 2 ones are 2 threes are. So 3 by 5. So 60 plus D dash by 2 equals to how much? It is almost close to 37 degree. 3 by 5 is 37 degree. So what is D dash? 2 into 37 will be 74 degree minus 60 degree. That will be 14 degree. So option 1 is the right answer. So this is having a much calculation. Ray optics problems are like that only. Yeah. Huygens principle of secondary wavelets is Definitely, Huygens principle explains the transverse nature of the light waves. Correct? No? Huygens principle will explain the law of reflection, laws of refraction. Transverse nature was explained by whom? Polarization. Huygens principle detect the wavefront. So this is true, this is true, this is true, this is false according to Huygens principle. But transverse nature was explained by polarization. So ABD or the right option? So option 3. Yeah. For what distance the ray optics is good approximation? For good approximation, you know that the Fresnel distance should be equal to a squared by lambda. A squared is 4 milli squared. What is wavelength they have given? 500 nano. So 4 squared will be 16, 10 power minus 6 by 500 into 10 power minus 9. This is approximately 16 by 5 into 10 power 1. So 2 minus 7 plus 1. So it will be 160 by 5. Or you can take 5 ones are 5 twos are. So 16 into 2, that will be 32. It's better. So option 1 is the right answer. Davison German experiment for alpha particle. Alpha particle means 2He4 and proton means 1H1. They are accelerated through same potential difference. Now they are asking you to find the ratio of the de Broglie wave. You know the ratio of the de Broglie wavelength is lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2m into q into v. V is same. So lambda and mq out there related, inversely proportional. Lambda is inversely proportional to root of m into q. So lambda 1, that is for alpha by proton, root of mass of proton into charge of proton, mass of alpha into charge of alpha. So what is mass of proton? 1, charge of proton is 1, mass of alpha is 4, charge of alpha is 2. So root of 1 by 8, root of 1 by 8 is nothing but 1 by 2 root 2. So option 1 is the right answer. R1 and R2 are the radii of the atomic number for mass number A1 and A2, that is 64 and 27. What is the ratio of R1 by R2? According to one of the property, R is directly proportional to A power 1 by 3, no? Nuclear radius. So R1 by R2 equals to A1 by A2 whole power 1 by 3. So R1 by R2 equals to, what is A1? 64. A2 is 27. Whole power 1 by 3. What is the cube root of 64? 4. Cube root of 27 is 3. So 4 by 3. So option 3 is the right answer. If the energy of the photon emitted for this wavelength 6000 angstrom is this, what is the energy for this wavelength 4000 angstrom? Then Lakshmi, what is the formula for energy in terms of wavelength? E is equal to hc by lambda. No. E is inversely proportional to lambda. So what is E1 by E2 appa? Tanushri, what is E1 by E2 then?
Lambda 2 by lambda 1.
Very good. E2 by E1 by E2 value will be lambda 2 by lambda 1. So what is E1? 3.2. You have to calculate E2. What is lambda 2? 3 zeros get cancelled. 2s are 3s are. 2 1s are 2 into 1.6. What is 1.6 into 3? 4.8. So what is the energy in the second case? Option 4, 4.8 into 10 power minus 19 joule. Yeah, it's a concept based question, I think. Rate of the decay constant, how it is decreasing? What's the formula for rate constant? It should be exponentially decreasing, right? According to a decay law. Yeah. Now they have given Fahrenheit scale and Celsius scale. They are asking you to find what is the slope. Usually, what is the slope? Slope represents tan theta, that is y coordinate by x coordinate. Y coordinate by x coordinate is called as what? The slope. Can you tell me what is your y coordinate over there? What is y coordinate? You can drop like this. You know the Celsius conversion? C by 100 equals to F minus 32 by 180, or F minus 32 equals to 1010 will get cancelled. 18 by 10 times of C. So F minus 32 is Fahrenheit by C equals to 18 by 10, that is 9 by 5. So along the y-axis, we have taken Fahrenheit scale F minus 32. Along the x-axis, we have taken degree Celsius, which starts from 0. So C minus 0 or degree Celsius. Now, what is y coordinate? F minus 32. What is x coordinate? Degree Celsius. Now, what is F minus 32 divided by C value according to this basic formula? It is 9 by 5. So slope represents what? 9 by 5. Yeah. What is the temperature of the junction for the given figure? All the rods are identical. Let us say that common temperature is here is theta. Whatever the amount of heat energy is flowing here, Q1, should be divided into two equal parts over here. One is Q2 and the another one is Q3. Not equal, different values. So Q1 is equal to Q2 plus Q3. But you know that heat energy is directly proportional to the temperature difference. So Q1 is temperature difference is 100 minus theta. For second case, it is theta minus 20. Plus for the third case, it is theta minus 30. So 100 minus theta. This is 2 theta minus 50. So 100 minus or plus 50 equals to 2 theta plus theta. So 150 equals to 3 theta. So theta will be 50 degrees Celsius. So what is the common temperature? Common temperature is 50 degree Celsius. Yeah, it is an assertion and reasoning question. If a spherical cavity is made inside a uniformly charged spherical, then electric field cavity is uniform? Yes, it is true statement. If it is cavity is uniform, definitely the charge distribution is also uniform. Electric field inside the cavity is independent of radius? No. Electric field is inversely proportional to radius squared. It depends on radius. So reason is false. So clearly you can tell option 3 is the right answer. Yeah. Student, you have to find the center of mass here. You have to find the center of mass here for this uniform wire bent in the shape. This is the shape. Look at this. So I will write the diagram. I can't write it there. This is L. This is L. This is L. Now, the wire mass will say lies at this point at the midpoint. All are identical. Now, for this rod, the center of mass will be middle, that is 2m, because it has 2 mass. Now, between these two, I will mark one center of mass, let it be C. This is C1, this is C2, and I will do one thing. From here only you can take this is C1, I'll make this is C2, this is I'll make C3, and this center of mass I'll make it as C4. All put together, we are getting the total center of mass at here. Now, can you find the center of mass between C1 and C first? C1, C, this center of mass. You know the formula? You have to take this mass into this distance, that is C1, C4 total, divided by the total mass, m plus 2m. Remember this formula. This is m1, this is m2, this is r. If you are measuring the center of mass from m1, r1 is given by this mass m2 divided by this total distance r by total mass. Have remembered this formula? Same formula I am writing here. C1c is equal to this mass 2m by this total distance C1c4 by m plus 2m. So C1c is equal to 2 by 3 into what is C1 C4? C1 C4, half of the length, half of the rod length, L by 2. So L by 3. So one center of mass will be L by 3. Look at the option. This is not possible. This is not possible. Even this is not possible. L by 3 is only in the option 4. So definitely without calculating the y coordinate, you can find what is the center of mass. So which is the right option? Fourth one is the right option. Yeah. When a body lighter than water is completely submerged in water. Yes, because density less means it will sink into the water. If buoyancy force acting on it found to be n times of its weight, then what is the specific gravity? Please remember the specific gravity is density of the buoyancy divided by the density of water. This reciprocal is called 1 by n. They are asking n times of its weight. So buoyancy force is n times of its weight. So it will be 1 by n. So option 2 is the right answer. So specific gravity of the material is reciprocal of that times of the weight. Concept question, students? Yeah, I think this you can tell the answer. Electric field at a point is always continuous. Continuous if there is no charge at the point. Continuous if there is a negative charge. discontinuous if there is a charge at that point. What are the properties of electric field lines, Appa? Electric field lines, let us say if that is going here like this. If it is having positive or negative, it will go continuously without having any break, right? And electric field lines cannot be discontinuous. So option D is ruled out. And electric field is continuous. If there is no charge, what will be the electric field? Zero, no. If there is no charge, electric field is zero. So it can't be continuous. Even option B is ruled out. And continuous if there is a negative charge. Electric field doesn't depend on the nature of the charge. It may be continuous for positive charge also. So for negative charge, it is continuous, no doubt. Even for positive charge also, it is continuous. So here the two statement A and C are true. B and D are wrong. Yes. There is a conducting ring of what radius R? Magnetic field is varying as shown in the figure. And this magnetic field keeps on changing, which is given by B naught plus alpha times of T, where B naught and alpha are constant. They're expecting you to find what is the electric field on the circumference. What is the electric field on the circumference? So how to write the flux? Flux is magnetic field into area. And you know that EMF induced is rate of change of flux. d phi by dt. So what is the electric field on the circumference? So somewhere we have done wrong, I think here. Okay. I will look into this question later in the next session, students. 39. Please keep it pending. Look at the 40th question. The two lines are drawn. De Broglie wavelength versus root V. V represents what? Accelerated potential. What is lambda de Broglie wavelength formula? Lambda is equal to h divided by root of 2mq into V. So lambda and root V, how they are related? Inversely proportional. Inversely proportional. Now you have to talk about in terms of what? Charge. mass. Please remember, slope. Slope is y coordinate by x coordinate, as I said. Y coordinate by x coordinate. Now, slope is directly proportional to y coordinate. Y coordinate is lambda. And lambda is inversely proportional to mass. So you can tell slope is inversely proportional to root mass. So inversely proportional to root mass. So for lesser mass, slope will be more. So look at this statements. Heavier mass you want. Heavier mass if you want means slope must be less. So for which line the slope is less? For this theta 1. For this slope will be less. So for A, slope will be less because of less inclination. Yeah. Now they are asking you to find what is the forward voltage. Forward voltage is given as 0.3 volt. What is the voltage difference between A and B? What is the voltage difference between A and B? Students, here VA is there. Minus, here there will be a voltage drop. Why voltage drop will be there? Because current and resistance is moving. So 5 into 0.2 voltage, current into resistance, milli and kilo will get cancelled out. Then I will take this forward voltage later. This forward voltage is given 0.3. And here also there will be a drop. 0.2 into 5, there will be a drop. 5 into 0.2, once again it will be 5 into 0.2. Current into resistance, voltage, I into R. So current is 0.2 minus the potential drop will be there, VB. So VA, 5 into 0.2 is 1, 5 into 0.2 is 1, minus VB equals to 0. VA minus VB equals to 2 volt. But here there is a forward voltage we have to give because this is going to conduct. It starts conducting after forward voltage. After forward voltage. So plus forward voltage you have to add, that is 0.3. So totally how much you are going to get? 2.3 volt. 2.3 volt. Suppose if you consider the capacitor, this is without capacitor. Suppose for this as like this, if you connect the capacitor, please remember, if you connect the capacitor, capacitor will block what? DC. When it blocks DC, current will be 0. Clearly, this tells the potential difference across the diode should be 0. So the potential difference between A and B will become 0 in the presence of capacitor. This is in the absence of capacitor. So you can take the option C as our answer because capacitor is connected here. Got it, students? Yeah, I will stop at this stage. Still 9 plus 1, 10 more problems are there. In the next class, I will finish it off, this 10 problems. Then I will go with the paper 3. From Monday onwards, we are starting with paper 3. Before going to the third paper, first I will take up this 9 plus 1, 10 questions. After completing this 10 questions, I will go on with paper 3.
Sir.
Thank you. Yeah, any doubts?
Sir, can you give all the shortcut formulas, sir? Chapter wise.
Chapter wise, you want shortcut formulas like synopsis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the basic important formula, how to tackle this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Appa. Sure, Appa. we will
Yes.
discuss, and we'll definitely do the favor. Instead of taking 3 sessions, let me plan one session for the chapter discussion, like synopsis, what are the important formulas, how to solve, and all those things. So definitely
Yes,
I
sir.
will talk with the team members, and definitely will do the favor for you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you. Thank you, Appa. Bye bye.